beware, beware. This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. Good Monday morning, everybody. Gotta say, when they say if it rains, it pours, and apparently it is raining and it is pouring outside, and our program director, the Foxman's in the hospital, had some heart problems. We wish him the best. We've got Ray Rock and Diamond on the board for me today, and we appreciate that. Also, when it rains, it pours. Lightning hit our 1430 site, so we're on the nighttime signal on 1430. So if you can't hear us as well as you usually do on 1430, change it over to 1190. They're working on it as we speak. But anytime you have technical difficulties, you just have to work. Around them. So let's take care of our housekeeping. Then we're going to go all over. Aren't you guys so tired of this election crap? You know, I'm a convicted felon, and I'm not proud of myself. I'm not ashamed of myself. We all make mistakes. I'm just about more ashamed running for office. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how difficult it is to run for a political office and keep a straight face. I mean, it's like the Shriner Circus. Nothing but a bunch of clowns, and not just on the Democratic side, on the Republican side too. I mean, people walk around like they're a bunch of idiots. Here's Hillary Clinton acting like a complete fool. Trump acting like a complete fool. Bob Romanik acting like a complete fool. But see, I'm running for state representative. I'm running for one of the smallest offices in the state. In each of our 50 states, these guys are running for president. Are you crazy? These guys are running for president of the United States of America. And they act like two little kids. Hillary yelling and screaming and smiling and pointing. And Trump, I don't know what the hell he's doing. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to choose a candidate. I'm still kind of prone towards Trump because, like I tell you with my race, I'm the lesser of the two evils. I'm the second worst candidate running for state representative. LaToya Greenwood out of East St. Louis, her and her greedy father, Lonzo, she's got 3 jobs. She wants another one, eating at the political trough. So, and if you good people in the 114th Legislative District want to vote for her, so be it. But anyway, let's take care of our housekeeping, and then lines are always open. We are America's voice of freedom, definitely the Patriot. You can call toll-free 1-888-394-1430. On the east side, 394-1190. Back the Blue Barbecue Luncheon, Saturday, August the 13th. Lunch will be held and served at 11 a.m. until whenever, to be held at the Smithton Firehouse, located at 711 North Main Street in Smithton, Illinois. Barbecue lunch will be served to all police officers and their families. Public's welcome. Come show your support for our law enforcement. We'll be there. The radio station will be proud to be there. It's sponsored by the Smithton Firehouse Company. and that's out of Smithton, Illinois. The Jeff Staley Safety Foundation 10th and final ride, Memorial Poker Run, will be held July the 30th, 2016, of course. If you have any questions or concerns or would like to sign up, you can contact 618-345-9181, and the sign-up area will be at the M&M Custom Cycle, 506 Vandalia Street in Collinsville, Illinois. Also, we have the Cancer Benefit coming up this Saturday, July the 30th, from 6 p.m. to midnight at Wolf's Tavern in New Athens, Illinois. For Linda Lane Ham Franz, if you'd like to get involved, donate, you can contact Tammy Pruitt at 618-978-7012. They've got the Patriot Guard bike ride coming up in September, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. The St. Clair County 4-H Project Show schedule from August the 5th to the 7th. It'll be held at Muscuda Homecoming August event. It'll be held at Shreve Park in Muscuda, Illinois. If you have any questions or concerns, you can contact 344-4230. Don't forget, you can pick me up on iTunes. Type in Bob Romanik and or the Grim Reaper Radio. You can go to our streaming site, insanebroadcasting.com. One word, common spelling for the best of all three of our great stations. You can listen to my repeat performance every day, Monday through Friday at 4 o'clock p.m. And now broadcasting from the graveyard to the graveyard shift every night at the stroke of midnight. You can like us on Facebook, and please do, at KQQZ 1190 AM or our sister station KZQZ 1430 AM. You can go to my personal Facebook page, Fans of the Grim Reaper, or Bob Romanik for State Representative. And as always, go to our St. Clair County Freedom Coalition Facebook page, where you'll get the best in political information and political entertainment. We're going to go off the chart a little bit today. It's going to be on this date, but we're going to have the history of St. Louis because our computers were down because of the storm last night. On this date, July the 25th, these are all in St. Louis, 1873, steamboat operators in St. Louis were suing to halt construction of the Eads Bridge. They claimed it would be a hazard to navigation. James B. Eads said his bridge posed no threats even to the larger boats. On this date, July the 25th, 1898, a Citizens Commission organizing a great celebration to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the Louisiana Purchase invited the governors of the states of the Louisiana Territory to St. Louis in November. They planned to discuss the ideas of the World's Fair. On this date, July the 25th, 1918, the first paid full-time fire department in Kirkwood went on duty back in 1918, the first paid full-time fire department in Kirkwood, Missouri. On this date in St. Louis in 1934, 73 more heat-related fatalities brought the number of dead to 217 back in 1934. For 8 days straight, the temperature in St. Louis has risen to 100 degrees. Thousands of people were sleeping in the parks and along the highways to escape the heat. On this date, July the 25th, 1953, Archbishop Ritter broke ground for the Cardinal Glennon Memorial Hospital for Children. The $6 million facility was financed by gifts from over 10,000 contributors. It was expected to be open sometimes in 1956. Cardinal Glennon led the St. Louis Archdiocese from 1903 until his death in 1946. On this date, July the 25th, 1970, in St. Louis, police were baffled by the apparent lack of a motive in the murder of Phyllis Lucifer. The president of a Continental Telephone Company was killed by a car bomb on a Clayton parking lot. That's what happened on this date, July the 25th, throughout the St. Louis history. Got a letter here from Rob Dorman about the big TIF meeting tonight at 7:30 at the Collinsville City Hall. And Rob's right, and you people that don't know TIF, tax increment financing, they have nice words for all these grants and all this money that they throw away, and it's not their money, it's our hardworking taxpayers' money. And Rob's right. TIF is nothing more than crony capitalism and takes money from other taxing districts who then must raise their taxes. When they take TIF money and they take TIF money on property I own in Washington Park. $50,000 I pay on property, one piece of property in Washington Park. $49,000 go to TIF. Now that means $1,000 goes to the school district and the other taxing bodies. So they have to raise the taxes. They have to raise the taxes on us to help pay for all the expenses for the school district and everything else. So when you people see that TIF being given to these businessmen, don't think it's a good thing, because most of the time it's not. But they're going to, again, have acronyms like TIF and ABC and whatever the hell they call it. It's our hardworking tax dollars that have been given to businessmen, and most of them not in this area. And you know what happens at election time? These businessmen who get our tax incentive increments, they give money to the politicians. They don't give money back to us. We don't get a discount at the stores that we finance. It all goes back to the politicians. Also, an email from PSDIPALDING, whatever the hell that is. Can a convicted felon run for any governing office? Well, I checked into that, and as you guys all know, I am a convicted felon, and I am running for state representative. It's kind of strange, though. The only office that a convicted felon in Illinois can't run for is a mayor's office or city council. I don't understand why you can run for state office, but you can't run for local office. But that's says, can a convicted felon vote in all governing offices? Yes, once they're off their probation, we sure can. They should be able to do both. Debt paid. Well, I appreciate that, sir, but the debt's never paid. The debt's never paid when your enemies don't want it to be paid. But hey, that's just the way it is. Lines are always open. America's Voice of Freedom. You can call toll free 1-888-394-1430. On the east side, 394-1190. We got some callers. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side. Go ahead, caller. Are you there, caller? No, apparently not. That's okay. I want to talk a little bit about and again, you guys know, and I'm kind of in a melancholy mood today. I don't want to yell and scream too much. I'm going to a little bit, but not a whole lot. The new vice presidential candidate on the Democratic side, Senator Kane from Virginia. And again, I'm running as a Republican, but I'm not a Republican. So you people out there that want to vote for me because I'm a Republican, please don't vote for me, because I'm not a hypocrite. I want you to vote for me. I want you to vote for me because you think I'll go to Springfield and raise hell. I don't know how much damage I can do, but I can aggravate them son of a bitches, and sometimes that's all we need. But anyway, Hillary Clinton picked Virginia Senator Kane, the junior senator out of Virginia, because she needs Virginia to win the election. She needs those electoral votes. But they go down to Florida to announce that Senator Kane is her running mate. And that's okay. They're pandering to the crowd down in Florida. But here's what really pisses me off. What really pisses me off is this idiot. And again, I'm not trying to push the Republican agenda or push the Republican candidate, Pence, against Kane for vice president. But I have to tell you, and it's not going to be politically correct, this guy starts speaking Spanish. Now, here is this idiot running for vice president of this great United States of America. He starts speaking Spanish and smiling, and Hillary's there smiling and pointing like she always does. And again, I'm not trying to pass a bad light on the Democrats, because there's enough bad lights to pass on the Republicans. But it offends me as an American. Maybe I'm not politically correct saying it, but you hear me, people, I really don't give a damn. This ignorant bastard starts talking in Spanish, and now all the Spanish people are for him. But I'd have to say, If I ever thought about voting for Hillary Clinton, he just turned me off. I'd never vote for a son of a bitch. Hey, in this great country, why the hell, just like the Arabs, the towelheads, and I know that's not politically correct, but again, I don't give a damn. All these people come over with the Sharia law that they don't believe women have rights, they don't believe this. If you want to come to this great United States of America, you come. But you come under our terms, you no good son of a bitches. You don't come under your terms. You don't come with Sharia law. You don't come with going to try to change our world, try to change our culture. If you don't like our culture, don't come over here. But it just totally offends me when the President of the United States picks a Virginia senator, Senator Kaine, and he's talking to, I guess, primarily a Latino community, but there was some people in there that weren't Latino. And he starts speaking Spanish. I don't give a damn how you talk, what language you talk in. I give a damn about what you do. But they really thought that was something. This guy speaking in Spanish. We've got some more callers. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, I was wondering if you knew they were closing down the SWIC down here in East St. Louis.
No, I did not know that. Where'd you hear that at?
I know an employer that works there, and they suspended all classes for the fall for SWIC in East St. Louis.
I wonder why they did that. You have any idea?
I'm not sure. I'm thinking for Governor Rauner budget cut. I'm not on the air, am I?
Yeah.
I am?
Yes, you are, so don't give your name. But you heard that from a fairly good source, though.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you very much. We'll get you off the air. Yeah, you were on the air, so thank you very much for the call. We won't put you in any more jeopardy. Thank you very much. Here's the problem, people. We're going to have a lot more budget cuts. And I don't want to bring this up, but I will again. I just wrote a check out for $3,500, whatever it is, to keep Carlisle Lake open, to keep Ramsey Lake open, to keep Horseshoe Lake open that aren't in my district, because I don't want to hear that crap. I did it for political reasons. I did it out of respect and memory of my son. But I have to say that because these state senators, state representatives, governor, lieutenant governor, don't give a damn, Democrats or Republicans. These son of a bitches got everything screwed up in this great state of Illinois. People are leaving. People are leaving this country. They're leaving this country. They're leaving this state. I watch TV. Hell, people are moving to Mexico every day. Hell, we ain't gonna have to worry about it. Let's just switch. Hey, why don't we all move to Mexico and let the Hispanics come up here to America? It may be better off at the end of the day. But you get our state politicians. And you get an asswipe like Jay Hoffman and Beiser. Beiser's a state rep out of Alton. Jay Hoffman's a state rep out of Belleville. They're trying to help the poor guys at the steel foundry in Granite City. And I feel for those hardworking steel workers and their families. But now all of a sudden, Hoffman, Beiser, Senator Hayne, all these ignorant son of a bitches who never lose a paycheck. This is a part-time job, $70,000, $80,000 a year. They never lose a paycheck. They never get laid off. But now they're trying to stop some of this. Why didn't you stop it 4 or 5 years ago? Why didn't you help out the proud steel industry 4 or 5 years ago? And not just the Democrats. I'm talking about the Republicans in the state of Illinois. Everybody wants to fix a problem that they created. These politicians are the ones that created these problems. And here, hey, let me break something and then come begging me to fix it and then let me be the hero because I fixed what I broke. No, that's not the way you play the game in Illinois. That's not the way you play the game in this great country. You try to help people. You try to help people before they got to come running to you, begging for some kind of help. In the United States steel workers, it says their plant may never reopen again. There's 2,000 workers that may never again go to work at Granite City Steel. You know what kind of impact that has not only on those families, but the impact that it has on our community, on our financial community? There's 2,000 people 3,000 people and their families that aren't going to buy in Granite City, aren't going to buy anything in Madison County, probably move out of Madison County, not going to buy in St. Clair County, going to move out of St. Clair County. But now Hoffman says they're trying to put it together. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a knife wound that's big and deep and blood coming out. That's what's happening to all of our workforce in the state of Illinois. And it's because of the state lawmakers. And they don't, guess what? They're not going back till November. Well, wait a minute, Madigan. You made these state representatives work on Memorial Day. Remember that? They had to work on the day that we're supposed to be honoring our country and our brave military heroes that passed, that died to give us the right to run for an election. You made the state reps, you made the House stay open on Memorial Day, you ass white bastard. But now all of a sudden, hey, it's vacation time for Madigan and the boys in Chicago. So you're going to be off until November. I wouldn't be off one day. I'd make you guys work through the summer to get something done. And do you understand this, people? And I'm not going to be well liked if I'm elected to state representative, because I've got the Democrats mad at me, I've got the Republicans mad at me, and I know I've got the transgender and the gay community mad at me. Hell, I don't know who the hell's going to vote for me, but I don't really care. I'm going to speak my piece, and I'm not going to be a hypocrite along the way. But now they're going to be out of session, people, until November. Do you hear me? Till November. Now that's all of August, September, October. That's over, and we got a few days left in July. That's about 100 days. You don't think it's an emergency? You don't think it's an emergency that this state is in the financial ruins it's in? Oh, and by the way, let me tell you, they've got a state program now, and they've got this new business, and there's a local politician involved. I won't mention his name at this point. And guess who else? We're having it confirmed, but I think you could take this to the bank. All these vendors are owed money, and at the end of 12 months, and it's been over 12 months, it's 1% a month. So some of these businesses are owed, say, $100,000 arbitrarily. They're owed $100,000 plus 12%, because it's 1% a month. 1% a month that we're paying. So we're paying $1,200 a month on a $100,000 obligation that we have to a vendor, whether it's somebody that leases property to the state for the state office building. 12%. Now they tell me that ex-Governor Edgar, he's a Republican, so we got to cast a bad light there. And so a local political leader, they're involved in a company in Springfield that are calling, okay, here's the example. Bob Romanik owns a property in East St. Louis that the State Department of Revenue leases out, and they lease it out for $100,000 a year, $120,000, $10,000 a month. So now they owe me $120,000 plus 12%. Ex-Governor Jim Edgar and this local politician, and probably some more people, and we're going to find out, they call me and they say, hey, Romanik, we'll buy that debt that the state owes you. Now they owe you $100,000 and they owe you 12%. We'll give you $70,000, $80,000 right now. And then we'll worry about collecting the debt later. It kind of makes me believe that they're all in cahoots. These politicians are benefiting. You understand me? These politicians are benefiting by not paying their bills because their cronies, Jim Edgar, other local political leaders, won't mention their names right now, but it will come out. They benefit by us paying 12%, 1% a month, people. Do you understand? That's a lot of money. There's some people, I talked to a businessman, don't want to get him in trouble. The state owes him over $350,000 in back rents. He has 5 or 6 places that he rents to the state all throughout the metro East St. Louis and Madison County area. $300,000. Now, Edgar and his people, it's American Financial or something. We're getting the name of it. They'll buy it back for $250,000. You know, they do enough of those deals, and then they get together with the politicians. The politicians finally put a budget together. Hell, they can make $3, $4, $5, $10 million on the play, if not more. And we let this go. And the state representatives, state senators of this great state of Illinois are on vacation, people. They're not hurting because it's a part-time job. They're not hurting because they've got other jobs they can go to. They're professional people. They're not hurting at all, but they're hurting us, the taxpayers of this great state of Illinois. And it's about time that we pay them back for all the crap that they've tried to shove down our throat. And that crap doesn't taste good. It's not the caviar that they're telling us. It's the crap that it is. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, your guardian of the First Amendment, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. As you know, we always talk politics, and as you know, I always put my foot in my mouth, and as you know, my foot's starting to taste pretty good. But here, I gotta ask, the proud black people. Well, first, let me back up a little bit. You got all this Democratic convention coming up. You got all these emails from this Debbie Wasserman. I really don't like people with 2 last names, you know. But anyway, Wasserman, whatever the hell her name is. But now the Democrats are blaming the Russians. The Russians are the one that hacked the emails. Well, I don't give a damn who hacked it. What was hacked was wrong. They were trying to give the old okey-fadoke to old Bernie Sanders, and Bernie's old enough to know about the okey-fadoke. Bernie's pissed. I think the convention, they talked about the Republican convention. I think this Democratic convention's really, really going to be hairy and scary. And not Harry Carey, hairy and scary. But these Democrats are idiots, and so are the Republicans. You're going to blame the Russians. And I think you're stupid. Now that pisses me off. Don't blame the Russians. The Russians didn't hack in to get the emails. But what was in the emails was wrong because they were coming after Bernie Sanders, trying to screw him. It wasn't the Russians, you idiot. How can you be so stupid? It was the Martians. You understand me? I think it was the Martians that did it. I've seen some green people flying around my house yesterday, and I'm not nuts. I've seen green people all the time. I think the Martians are the ones that hacked into the email. Now, I talked to a couple of Martians, and I told them not to anymore, but, you know, that's the way. That's how stupid. I can be as stupid as these son of a bitches. Might as well have blamed the Martians. I saw Putin, I think, running around in his Speedos trying to get in my pool last night. That's how stupid these politicians are. And there's enough for the Republicans, too. Democrats and Republicans, to me, at this point, makes no difference. Hell, I've pissed off everybody, every political persuasion. I might as well just keep pissing them off because I don't care. So let me piss off some of the proud black Democrats. And I'm serious here. I've been around the proud black community all my life. And I want to see everybody get ahead. I tell you, if I'm elected state representative, we're going to help develop the riverfront because I want to go back to East St. Louis where I'm from. I don't give a damn if there's black people down there. I don't give a damn white people. I don't give a damn if a few of my green Martian buddies can come down. Don't care. But I want to have safety and I want to have prosperity down in East St. Louis, my old hometown. But I have to ask all the proud blacks, the blacks that are for me down there and the blacks that are against me, be honest. You're going to be for Hillary Clinton? She's pandering to you people. And I have to ask on all seriousness, what has the first black president of the United States of America, Barack Obama, what has he done for the proud black community, not just in East St. Louis, but for the proud black community throughout this country? And by the way, to the proud white community. I want a black man, a proud black man or lady to call me, and I'm serious as a heart attack. Is your life better 8 years into the presidency of the first black president of the United States, and you're proud and black? I hope you don't vote for Hillary because she's an extension of Obama. If you want to vote for Hillary Clinton, black or white, vote because you think she's going to do a good job. Don't let her pander to the black community. She's down there pandering to the Hispanic community. You know what you do? Let's get a bunch of Hispanics, a bunch of blacks, and a bunch of the other couple groups that they're pandering to. What, are you going to talk Ebonics and Spanish and Greek and Chinese all at the same time? You can only pander to one group at a time. You know what I mean? But you proud black people below the hill and all throughout our listening area, ask yourself, is it better? Are your children, are you better off? You're not better off. Hell, I'm not better off. Nobody's better off. And it's not because Obama was black. It's just because Obama didn't do the job that he promised to do. And I don't think Hillary Clinton can do the job she's promising to do. But on the other hand, I don't think Trump can do the job he's promised. These guys all promise one thing and never deliver. You heard me. I'm running for state representative. I can't promise to lower your taxes. Everybody says when they're running for election, I'm going to lower the taxes. I'm going to make crime less. I can't make crime less. Well, I can stay in the house and that's one criminal will be off the street. So I can make crime a little less. I can't promise you anything. We have to go up to Springfield, the state representatives, the state senators, and collectively, we have to work together to give you what you want. The only thing I can promise you, I'll go up there and stir up so much crap, them son of a bitches wish they'd never screwed us down here in the 114th Legislative District. I don't give a damn about Chicago. I don't give a damn about Springfield. I give a damn about my people. But having said that, both black and white, most of us aren't better off after 4 or 8 years of Obama. And if it had been a Republican in office, I would have said the same thing. Think about it. You people aren't eating better in East St. Louis. I'm down there every day. I see the poverty. I see the devastation. I see the destruction of a once great town in East St. Louis. Of course, I see the destruction in a once great county of St. Clair, too. Madison County's going the same way. We have to stop this political corruption, people, both Democrat and Republican. We're going to have to put idiots like me in office who don't give a damn. People like me who don't want to take. I want to give back. We need public servants. We need people in these elected positions that are going to do for everyone, not just for their family, not just for their friends, not just so they can perpetuate their political existence. And that's what we've got. Proud people of East St. Louis. Proud people of St. Clair County. Ask yourselves, are your lives better now after 4 years, 8 years, 12 years of the democratic culture of corruption in St. Clair County? Hell no, it's not. You know it's not. Now, you may go ahead and vote Democrat anyway because you're conditioned to do that. But if you sit down and think, these same asswipes, both black and white, Democratic leaders in St. Clair County, as in Madison County a lot, they've done nothing for you. How can Kern in St. Clair County say, vote for me, we're taking care of the working class? Well, hell, he ain't taking care of much because he ain't got a lot of them working. The only people who are working in good positions are his family, his friends, his cronies. You guys know that. The Sprague family, friends, cronies, the Barra Civics family, they've got 20 people. The Barra Civics, they're all not a name, last name's not Barra Civic, but they've got 20 people. Alonzo Greenwood has 15, 20 people on the payrolls down in East St. Louis. Not all the same last names. You people know that. When are you going to say enough's enough? And again, the proud black community. Are you better off now than the day Obama took office? I saw everybody yelling and screaming and happy as hell, the first black president of the United States. I don't give a damn what color this president is. Well, it's a color thing because I want to see green. I want to see green in everybody's pocket. I want to see everybody have the opportunity to get a good job. I want to see everybody have the opportunity to feed their family, to have some decent food on the tables. I want to see every family have the opportunity to have a better life educationally, a better home. Black and white, don't give a damn. I care about everyone having the opportunity, and that's the operative word. You have to take that opportunity. You have to seize the moment. You have to take that opportunity and make it positive. But around here, we don't even get the opportunity to be successful. But you'll see Kern, you'll see these asswipe bastards in Springfield, both Democrats and Republicans, telling all of us, and I'm tired. I'm not a politician. I'm just a crazy, angry American. I'm tired of what they're doing to me, to you, to our state, to our country. But I'm more tired, people, of seeing you guys sit back and continue to take it and take it and take it. At what point in time, when somebody comes up and starts slapping you around, do you start defending yourself? Some people take a little bit longer. Me, when you take the first swing, I'm all over you. You hurt me once, I'll hurt you 10 times if I gotta lay in a gutter to get you. But some of you people just take it and take it and take it. We can't take it anymore, people. We got to let these bastard politicians, Democrats, Republican, men, women, black and white, we got to let them know that we're tired. November the 8th is the day. November the 8th is the day. I see in the paper, some of these people say, let's get rid of the Democrats. No, let's get rid of the politicians, not just Democrats. Let's get rid of some of these Republican politicians. Let's get rid of all these son of a bitches. It says here, vote out Democrats. They hope they remember Madigan, the House Speaker, how their $8 billion shortfall. But there's enough blame to go around for the Republicans, people. And I know I've already pissed the Republicans off. Not the rank and file Republicans who I hope vote for me, understand what I'm talking about. I'm not going to play party politics. I know these ass-white bastards, the Doug Jamesons, the Barb Vivianos, these people in O'Fallon, not the good people, but the few ass-wipes, the Doug Jamesons, the Barb Vivianos, the Mary Turdmans. I know they're for Boss. They're big Boss supporters, and that's fine. But they've alienated the Republican Party in St. Clair County. And it's only bad because we need a two-party system in this great state. We need a two-party system, a viable two-party system all throughout this country so we can hold our politicians accountable for what they do. Until we get a viable two-party system all throughout this country, we're never going to be to hold them and hold their feet to the fire. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. Lines are always open. We are America's voice of freedom, definitely the Patriot. You can call toll-free, 1-888-394-1430. On the east side, 394-1190. This is Bob Romanik. the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio at its finest. And we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Had another sentiment about the Democrats. It says, I've been a lifelong Democrat, and I'm so fed up with Mike Madigan. And see, that's the problem, people. Mike Madigan from Chicago, that asswipe bastard's running. The governor's not running this state. Mike Madigan, he's got control of the House. They've got control of the Senate. Let's vote some Republicans in just so the Democrats won't have control of everything. You've seen what they've done the last 8-10 years. And it's not a political statement, let's get rid of the Democrats. If the Republicans were in, I'd say let's get rid of the Republicans. But this is a lifelong Democrat. He said, I urge fellow Democrats to vote out our local Democrats to give everybody a chance. We need to straighten this county, this state, this country up. And we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it until we get rid of some of these career politicians. I hate career politicians. Also, I would bring it up, we've got a few minutes left, about the 64, these guys that walked on Interstate 64, Federal Highway. They didn't get arrested in St. Louis because of that asswipe Mayor Francis Slay. He's not running again because he knows he couldn't get elected. But, why? Why do we tolerate this? Everyone out there should have been arrested. I bet you it wouldn't happen again. But no, these radical groups. We need one big radical group, the majority of us in this great United States, the decent people. Let's become a little radical, people. Maybe that's what it takes. Not violent, but radical. Maybe that's what it takes. The construction, and I drive it every day, and it just pisses me off. At the Hof Brewhouse restaurant across from the Shrine, they've got 2 and 3 people working there most of the time. Sometime I don't see anybody working. It was supposed to be done this summer. It's going into fall. They haven't started on the inside. That's because Mayor Maximus Vaginas Eckert, the illustrious mayor of Belleville, he screwed up everything. $38 million, you good people in Belleville, are going to lose in tax money because Mayor Eckert, Maximus Vaginas, a big pussy boy, he didn't have his ducks in a row. Do you know that they still haven't announced the hotel after 7, 8, 9 months? If it would have been a good location, every Hyatt, every Regency, every Marriott would have been knocking the doors down in Belleville to get in on that development. Didn't happen. It's not going to happen. And when I see this construction, it took less time to build the arch than it's going to take to build this Hof Brewhouse. You guys drive by the Shrine, look over at that construction, 1 or 2 guys. They should be inside, outside. I've done enough construction. I know when a project is stalling, it's stalling because the money's not there. But Maximus Vaginas Eckert, he'll tell you everything's fine, everything's not fine. There's shootings, there's killings, there's rape, there's robberies in Belleville. And this no good son of a bitch says it's fine. And last but not least, talk about the flag, talk about the colors. And if I can find it, yeah, I probably can't. But anyway, what was said was they put the purple and blue and whatever colors on all these buildings, and maybe the White House when Prince died. They put all these red, white, and blue rainbow colors whenever the gays died, and I understand that. Not talking bad about the gay community whatsoever. But whenever the policemen die, I don't see the White House or a lot of our government offices shining in blue. I don't see the blue light. Do you people? Think about it. No, you don't. Let's start honoring our police officers. Let's start honoring the people that honor us by protecting us. And not just the asswipes because they want to be a man and it's a woman or wants to be a woman. Hey, we got all this crap going on in this great country of ours. All the terrorism, all the poverty, all the crime. And we got to worry about some stupid son of a bitch that wants to go in a women's bathroom and gawk because he thinks he's a woman for today. Well, I think you're a little pussy boy. I can't go there. Anyway, we've got better things to worry about in this great country of ours, people, than to worry about some ignorant, stupid son of a bitch that thinks he's a... And I saw it on television yesterday. That son of a bitch was an ugly man. He's even an uglier woman. Well, I shouldn't say that because he's not a woman. He's an idiot. Let's get past all this crap, people. Let's get past the crap. Let's take care of the serious situations, because if we don't, the serious situations are going to get worse and worse, and at some point in time, it's going to be a train that we can't stop. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you've been listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Come back tomorrow, same time, same place. I'll be the complete idiot that I am, and I'm going to keep pounding my head on this mic, on this wall, on this desk, until we convince you people that things have to change, things have to be different. Let's work together. Let's understand that politics are secondary. Our survival as a country, as a nation, is first. Let's take party politics and let's wipe our ass with party politics and flush it down the toilet where it needs to be. And we can continue together, people, to unite, to expose these rotten bastard political corrupt son of a bitches, these political perverted bastards that we call politicians. And November the 8th of this year, and every November, every 2 years out, we can continue to pick them off, to shoot them off the little target, political targets, and shoot them politically, of course, until we get our country back to normal. It's going to take time, it's going to take effort, it's going to take all of us, not some of us, all of us. So together, let's do what needs to be done. Unite, expose, and at the end of the day, destroy this culture of corruption, these rotten bastard politicians, Democrat and Republicans, all throughout this great country. Destroy them politically, of course, right here on the dark side.
They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. To the funny farm where life...